Hello again, this is Lila in Hawaii. How's everyone doing? I'm making some of my favorite books, they're booklets really, because they're usually fairly small, although they can be any size, and I like to use this brochure fold. I use it for fabric and I use it for paper, and so I'm going to show you how you fold it, but I'm sure you know. And then I'll show you some samples, for example this one, which I just made, and that was made from brown paper, packing paper that came from something in a box. And that's exact same thing, but it looks totally different. Put that on it. Here it is. I've probably got a little bit different method than a lot of people. I like this one because it stands up. It's cute. And then when it stands this way, it looks kind of cute too. Whether you can see that, yeah, look, I like it. I've got a fan on so it's blowing. Anyway, the way you fold them, if you don't know, you take a piece of paper, and it should be longer than it is wide, of course. It can be any size. When I'm doing them with fabric and making a big book, like, let me show you. Here's one. I haven't finished it, so I won't be showing it, but that's the size I would use, and I do the same thing. So this was made exactly the same way, and I haven't, as I said, I haven't finished it. So when I've finished it, I'll do a video of that. But that's folding the same type of fold, but it's fabric. Okay, so the way you fold it, you take your paper or your fabric and you fold it in half. I've already started this one. Fold it in half that way. Fold it in half the same way again. That way. So in other words, you've got a fold here. Gosh, can you see that? Fold there. And then you're going to fold it in half this way. I guess you call those mountain folds, so the mountain folds would be on the outside. So it's a mountain fold there, mountain fold here, and then you bring the sides in to meet the center, like that, and crease them. And that's basically all there is to it. Next thing is to just cut, so you fold it back like that, and you cut to the next line, so it's half that page like that, half page of the folded part. Now I wrote on there B for back. Let me just, this is in the way. B for back, I wrote there, or in pencil, and F for front. And that's really handy, because if you want a particular design on the front of it, and you don't really care so much usually about the back, but if you wanted want it to be like that, you would do, and particularly if you have a script onto something that says the name of the book. So you would make sure you've got that there, and that's front and back, and I'll show you why. So when you've cut it and you fold it like that, you pull it like so, and then you fold it together, and you'll see it says front and back, so that means you leave the front there and you turn that to the back like that. And those are your pages. So I can show you easily on this piece of paper, which is very pretty. And I've decided I'm going to have this as the front and back down here. But anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is fold it in half. Then I'm going to show you some samples after this. Fold it in half so the right side is out. Fold it in half this way. That way. And then you're going to fold the sides to the center, like so. And the other side to the center. And I think I would like, I could either have, this is the front, and this is the back, or I could go this way and designate this the front and this the back. But since there's sort of more pattern on this, I'm going to say this is the front, this is the back. So next thing to do is to cut it, and you're going to cut across to that line there. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Okay, there, it's easier to see there, I think. Okay, so that's done. So then you open it up and you pull it like so. And I had already decided I want that the front, that the back. So I've got it nicely arranged. Front, back. So then I just switch it over to that way. And there I am. Front, back. Now there are other things I do to it. And let me see if I can show you on this. Maybe on this, although I've covered it over, but I've stitched right down the center, so that's the next thing I'm going to do. Just to show you, I'll show you how I do that. I make a longer stitch, 2.8 it is, and let me see if you can see that. Okay. There's my beverage of choice there. Okay, so this is the one I just did. And I folded it all, and I designated back and front. So I open it up, and I'm going to stitch down, right down the center. So it's 2 pages this side, 2 pages this side. And I do a longer stitch, as I said. I've done these, made these for years and years and years. I love it. I think it's a very handy way to make something that's quick and easy and not too many pages, although you can put 2 together. Okay, so I've sewn that. Make sure I can see, you can see it. So I've sewn that. So that's nicely, joined together. Now you'll notice that some of the pages are open on the top, like these 2, and some are open on the bottom, like these 2. I don't care about the bottom ones, generally. However, I like to stitch the back. Well, this is the front. I like to stitch the back, the front, stitch down there. Okay. So I'm stitching away. And then I'm also going to stitch along those 2 open tops. However, I have to stop at the center. So it's kind of a good idea to start at the center. And it's better probably if you have a matching thread. I've got black, happen to have black. So I've stitched 1. And the other open one is there. I can also stitch across the bottom. I'm not going to. So that's that. So that's the front. And it's nicely sealed now. And what you can do is, of course, put a cover on it. Take something and wrap it and put a cover on it. You can do that. And then you've got your pages all secured, like that. If you want to, you can also, and I probably will do that, close the side of this one. You just go around the booklet and you decide which ones you want closed and which ones you might like a pocket. I'm not crazy about using them for pockets. I don't really think that's a good idea. So, so I've closed that. Okay, so here it is. Probably confusing you by now. So there's the front, there's the back. I've closed the tops where I didn't want it to show. The bottom still has two openings there. There. If I wanted to slip a card in there, which I'm not going to, and I'm not going to do that one, but I just wanted to show you how you fold it. So now I'll show you what I did with a lot of those folds. Well, the first one I think I showed you before, and it's this, and I used that brown paper, and then I decorated it, and I put all kinds of little doodads in there, each page, and this was the center where it was stitched. So there I've covered that over with a French advertisement, and then that's the other side. And then when I want to close it, I do have a paper clip here, and I can close it all together with a paper clip. But that's just a cute little booklet. And then I'll show you these ones. There you go. These are all made the same way. Okay, and I was telling you can make them out of fabric. Okay, so here's the first one made of fabric. And what I did with this was I painted the fabric first. I did sort of a wash of pink and green and so forth and a bit of gold. And then that's the front. Then it's got some lace down here. And then this is the inside. And I just appliqued different things that I thought went with the theme of a romantic little booklet. There's more there. And there's more there. And then that would be the back. So when I made it, of course, I designated this as the front, and then that is the back. So that's one. Next one, this is another little one that I did, and I clipped an old vintage photo to the front of it with a button and piece of lace. And then it's the same deal, but it's made with music paper. I just took one page of music paper. And this says, well, hello there. And so that's the inside of that. Trying to keep it music-y. Okay, I'm missing one here. I'm missing one. Yeah, there you go. So this one I put a couple of pockets and things, and there's a little pockety thing there, or whatever you call that, a belly band or something there. And then the next page is like this. And then the next page is stacked pocket. It's got quite a few different little photos and so forth in there. And then this one also this is the back page. And there's something that goes under there too. I think it might be this one. And then there are others, as I said, in here. And then that's the back. And as I say, I did a clip for this one with a button and some lace. There it is. Whoops. Button and lace. And then this goes with it. It's number 2. Here's another little one. This one is some music paper as well. And all the pages are not done on this one. That's so that people can add their own. And here's another page. And this one lifts up and there's a little tag under there with a stamp on it. And then that would be the back. Front, back. Are you tired of them now? Probably. Okay, so here's one I just did and put a little thing on there. That's fabric, a little collage of fabric there, so it's like the back of it. And it's not decorated, but there again you can see I've stitched down the middle, this time with white thread. And so, and I think in this one I actually added some glue to the pages to hold them together. But the spine is like that. It's just a piece of fabric that I collaged and sewed over the spine. And then this one is a little more ornate. This one is, I think this one was 2. I put 2 together. And I had some beaded lace. Okay, so, and there's a little pocket there, and they haven't put anything in it yet. These are all in the work. And then there's the center of this one. Again, it's stitched with white. So I've put 2 together, and here's the next one. And the way I put it together was I glued the next one to that one. And there we are again with the stitching down the center. And that's not finished. So if I wanted to add more to it, well, if, for example, this one has nothing yet, but if I wanted to make it bigger, I would just glue, let me see, I'd probably do it this way. I'd glue these 2 pages, the back of that booklet and the front of that one, I would glue them together and make it fatter, like that. And you could put 3 on there too. You could take another one and glue the back of that one to the front of the, well, you don't want to do that. The front of, say, this one, you just glue the 2 together, and there you have a book with 3 signatures. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, I just was going to show you another couple of things. There's a little booklet I just made, and it's got a little dangle there, and it's just plain pages inside. And I have another booklet a book I just made, I should say. It's Paris Cafe. So I'll show you how that looks. It's not quite complete, but it's getting there. And there are pockets. There's a pocket, I don't know if that's a pocket, but there are pockets on a lot of the pages, and tip-ins, and those are not finished. Here the page is finished, and that's a slotted pocket there. And that's applique and lace on the side. Here's another pocket on this one, and just applique and so forth, collage I guess you call it. And on a lot of these, you may have noticed, I put brown paper at the back. I love using it, so all of the pages, you don't even think about it, but that's all brown paper in the back. They're all like that. And it just gives them that little extra, well, it ties them together, and it makes them stand out, I think. And then this one, it's like this. This lifts up. And there's more layers underneath. And that's that one. Paris Cafe. And I have a little ornament that I made for it that I'm going to attach, and it ties with twine. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope I got this all in focus, and I'll see you soon. This is Lila in Hawaii, Honolulu to be exact. Bye for now.